right, a lot of things happening right now. Again, thunderstorms are on the uptick after being really strong this morning. Tremendous amounts of lightning. Mentioned in an earlier show, Lori's home was hit by lightning, had flooding going on all over the place. And then some folks, like my friend up in Bartlesville, said that 1 inch of rain, no big deal. So again, it just depends on your location, but we're expecting a lot of us to get severe weather as we go through tonight. Let's take a look and see what's going on. First of all, radar, we have severe thunderstorm warnings showing up now from Tulsa to the north and west. Brandon just went through some of the areas. We do have a couple of hail cores. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning as well. We'll start on the north side, and you see heavy thunderstorms heading up to Bartlesville. Hopefully my friend was getting rain right now. There's a tremendous amount of lightning for you guys up here as well. And now this is in the cooler air, so what we're going to experience is heavy rain and also a lot of lightning and hail. So there's hail chunks trying to fall, some small ones in Bartlesville. This is the hail core right now just on the north side of Skytook Lake that issued, and that's the reason they issued a warning with that. That is continuing to track to the northeast, and so we're going to watch that one. There's also another one that's just to the south. That hail core is a little bit further down toward the Sand Springs area around Pogue Airport. Brandon's right there right now. Brandon, give me an update. Will you on that?
Yeah, Travis, as we were going through that core, we experienced tremendous amount of rain, toe-traggling rains, but no hail, which was pretty surprising. You could see in our shot that cell looks like it's starting to move away from us. The lightning's been very intermittent with this cell as well, Travis. But right now, no hail, and the winds, we have got no winds. We're going to stay with these storms all evening, Travis. That's
right, and there's very little wind with that at this point across much of the areas from Tulsa to the north. We've got about 5 to 15-mile-an-hour winds, so hardly anything going on. South of that warm front, it's a different story. Let's take a look at radar again and show you. So this is the cell that's moving on the north side of town. So the biggest things we're going to be concerned with, Tulsa north, is heavy rain, hail, a lot of lightning. So that's going on. Latest storm track Stacia has for us. You can see around the Sperry area at 624, Skytook at 630, Collinsville at 638. And then as we look to the north cell, this is the latest going on. So if you're around the Barnsdall area to Wilco and then up to around Woolarock, this is going to be hitting you guys here during the course of our newscast, basically. And by the time it gets up to around the Okisa area, we're talking about that being near the Bartlesville area. So we'll have to watch, see what's going on with that. A little bit further to the south, the developing cells are down into areas in Creek County, and then further south, Bob and JD are bringing up this storm. There's a warm front right along the I-40 corridor. And this thing, you can see there's a hook echo pattern here. Tremendous amounts of lightning with this. In fact, what I'd like to do is let's go to REM 24 and Sky News 6 because there is circulation feature here. It's not a tornado warned storm right now. It's a very broad base, as you can see from here. I'll get out the picture so you can see it better. Circulation could be any place inside of that as this whole area is rotating. So this is spinning around right like that, and what we're watching for again is just right in the base of that potential for a tornado to be showing up. And we can go over to JD's video right now. JD is on REM 33 if we could, and so he's underneath that at this point, and so he's pretty close to it. And then also Bob is near that. He's looking back into it if we could go to REM 35 there. So that's coming up on him. Tremendous amounts of lightning he's reporting. So that's why we're going to watch this, because we do have tornado watches in effect for areas down to the southwest. Let's go back to the tornado watch and give you an idea again from around where we're talking about. So that's the radar. Here's our active severe thunderstorm warnings on the north side of Tulsa. Not expecting anything as far as tornadoes with this, hail and wind and the lightning. And that's pretty much it, heavy rain. And then we're talking about the tornado watch further south, really the warm fronts down here. So that'll cut off the chances of a tornado most likely further north. So that's the good news for Tulsans. And you see where the red areas are around I-40 south. That's our higher probability of getting into some real severe weather. Also tonight, flash flood watch. Really, this is a major concern for us. We do have severe thunderstorms we have to watch out for and hail, but there's a tremendous amount of water falling. And we mentioned at 5, but the Illinois River at Tahlequah is expected to crest near 20 feet, and that is major flooding. It's at 10 now. Polecat Creek at Sapulpa, 13 feet, expected to crest at 25. That'll be moderate. And Deep Fork River right now at 17 feet, and that should be in moderate flood too. Now, depending upon how much additional rain we get, but there is still, if you're from Tulsa southeast, could see 3, 4, 5 inches. I mean, it's like ridiculous how much water could fall in some of these areas. So here comes the rain and thunderstorms tonight. We're looking at the individual cells. And so if you're south of I-40, that includes you guys in McAllister, from Hughes County and extending from McAllister and McIntosh County, and then off to the east. We're going to be watching all these cells because anything that's along I-40 or south has a chance of rotating or a possibility of being a tornado in there. And then it's heavy rain after that, tons and tons of water. And it's going to take a while for that to end. Therefore, that's why we're worried about just how much rain is going to be falling. So our forecast looks like this. Tonight, storms, severe, temperatures in the 60s, heavy rain. We'll have potential for a few tornadoes south, I-40 south through midnight, flooding rain, severe storms, and then we're also talking about some areas with thunderstorms in the morning moving southeast, and the rain hopefully taking a break during the middle of the day, but there's still a slight chance, 40% in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden, bam, here comes summer. And Mother's Day could be 91 degrees on Mother's Day, and I think of the humidity, and it's just like a transition like you won't believe, and you better love your air conditioner and hug it, because if it's not ready to roll, you're going to be sweating it out.
You're going to need it.